Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video where today we will be taking on the first half, rather the second half of the 4.5 Spiral Abyss with WRIOTHESLEY in a melt team. Now, do keep in mind, during this video, my WRIOTHESLEY is C1, so, results may vary or whatever, but, I think WRIOTHESLEY is an incredibly fun character to play, especially in his melt team because big numbers, and it's especially effective against single target chambers like the second half of the current Abyss. So what we're going to be doing is on the first half, just for the sake of getting through things quickly, we are going to be using a Novelet Hyperbloom with Farina, and then we will be using WRIOTHESLEY plus Bennett plus Shangling plus Shenhe. Now, some people instead of Shenhe use Khazar, especially if they're C2, but, I just like having Shenhe here because Shenhe is Shenhe. So, yeah, I mean, do I need to say more? So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, starting off with Chamber 1, obviously here with Novelet. Now, neither the ER nor the max HP buff are that useful for us, so I might just take the max HP one, well, not for our WRIOTHESLEY, but obviously the HP one is going to be helpful for our Novelet and our Farina, so I might as well take it. Now, if I'm being honest, I actually think Chamber 1 might be the hardest floor in this Abyss. I mean, first of all, these two balls or whatever, they're a bit It's not that they're difficult to kill. It's like when you don't have a shield or you can't disable them, they can do a lot of damage to you. But I mean, you can easily disable them with Numa or Asia. Either that or just Pyro and dodge, if I'm being honest. But it's these guys, the Fatui operatives, which give me trouble. Now, see, my problem is when I try doing different runs, like when I don't use Novelet, I can sometimes struggle with these guys, just because they end up going flying everywhere if you knock them back just a little bit. So yeah, if you guys have any tips for taking out the two operatives, be sure to let me know, because then I could probably get out more Abyss Run videos using different characters. Otherwise, I will just be stuck using Novelet on the first half the entire time and some other team on the second half, so be sure to let me know about that. But, I mean, obviously Novelet's Novelet, so we're gonna clear this in under 90 seconds, basically. So, yeah, we might as well conserve energy here for the next chamber. But yeah, like I said, honestly, this Abyss, I feel like it's Chamber 1 which might be the hardest one. I mean, the second half's easy, like, what's this guy's name again? Jade Plume Tertium or whatever. Easy boss. Chamber 2 in this Abyss, I also find pretty easy, but we'll go into that when we get onto Chamber 2. Right now, let's just focus on our WRIOTHESLEY and see how we do. So we have our Shenhe ult here. Okay, I did not see how much we did on charge attack there, but on an enhance we did 96k. Now, bear in mind, I'm pretty sure I have the wrong build right now. I think I have him on attack instead of EM. I would expect maybe approximately 200k on the charge attack. I've typically hit around like 190k. I think I've hit 195k on the charge attack before, so that's basically 2k. Now, when it comes to this guy's HP, we were able to do like half of his HP within one cycle, so we are going to kill him pretty easily here. I mean, yeah, like we just destroyed him. We hit over 100k there. I think I saw 150k, I think. So, yeah, WRIOTHESLEY slayed and is onto the next chamber. Okay, second chamber, and we actually get a much more useful blessing. So we get plus 8 crit rate and plus 15 crit damage. So, just nice extra little damage bonuses. Now, again, if you guys saw my first run through of the 4.5 Abyss, you'll know that when it comes to these Spectres, I like cranking up my DPI to 20k and just spinning around because, I mean, first of all, it gets the job done. Second of all, it's really fun to do. So if you guys are able to try the Novelet spin technique, try it out for sure. See how it actually works. Not because it's like better than positioning, but like it's just fun, Now, when it comes to these guys, we're gonna make sure not to put up our Zhongli shield, otherwise we might get slapped by them, and I don't feel like fighting their enhanced forms. Now, I'm just doing a little experiment here. Yeah, okay, Novelet literally hovers over the little rock thingy, so we can just stand right in front of this and just face tank it, basically. And we can conserve ults here as well, and basically just take these guys out easily. And I missed my gene skill, isn't that unfortunate? Although it's fine because this guy should die to our skill here. And there you go, finished with plenty extra time. Like I said, Novelet is just incredible for clearing that first chamber. But now it's on to the star of the show. Now when it comes to the PMA, I will just try to get all my ults up here because obviously we killed the Tertium a little bit too quickly. And now we can... Okay, never mind, we're not going to skill on our Shenhe. Now we're going to skill on our Shenhe to get energy back. And let's see the damage potential here. Just start off with a charge attack to make sure we are able to melt all our important hits. 28k into 95k. I mean, is that a crit? It might be. Okay, so we hit 90k without Bennett buffs, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that is just... I think the 95k is us not critting. I believe we do hit 150k on a crit, if my math is mathing, which it very easily might not be. Now, when it comes to this guy, I'm not going to use my Shenhe ult here. I'm probably just going to save that for when we actually take the PMA down, or maybe we won't even need to in the first place. So we hit 70k there without any Shenhe stacks, 128k there, so if we had the Cryo Res and some Icicles from Shenhe, we would probably do more damage, 122k on the boss. Now, since we have basically killed him and we have plenty of time to spare, once again, I will just be conserving my ult and making sure I have energy on Bennett and Xiangling. Because, you know, when it comes to Chamber 3, we just want to make sure we have as much damage as we can ready for the new boss. And, okay, he's being a little bit annoying right here, although I think I can go back to fighting him. Yep. How much raw damage? 36k on a raw charge attack. That is nothing to be impressed by, but yeah, that's Chamber Dude done pretty easily, and onto the final chamber. Okay, and here we are in the final chamber where we get some extra EM. This is actually going to be massive for our Risey damage. And, I mean, first of all, we're just going to have to fight Capella here, but I'm actually really excited to get onto the new boss because I just want to see how our Risey does, especially now that we're going to have a bit more time to finish his rotations. So, again, Capella, obviously, animal resistance and cryo resistance, which is really annoying for my account because 3 of my DPS fall under that because I have Zhao for Anemo and then also Ayaka and Risey, who are 2 of my favorite DPS to use. So, yeah, they're not that good for this first half. And also the Fatui operatives are also immune to... one of them is immune to cryo and the other one's immune to Anemo. So this Abyss could literally not be any worse for me when it comes to the first half. All I have that's useful against it is Risey and Alucina when she comes out, because I think this Abyss will still be out for like 4 days after that. But we finished Capella off really easily there, and now when it comes to this boss, since I don't think Risey's plunge attacks will take down the shield, we're going to be using Shenhe here because she has a fair bit of HP, and then we can just cycle between our Bennett and our Xiangling because they all have a relative high amount of HP and they're able to clear this thing's shield. Now, what we are going to do, since it's nearly down, we're going to just start our rotation here so that we have a little bit of extra time on our Xiangling ult and stuff like that. Now, I think this guy gets disabled by Numa, I think. I'm not too sure. I think we hit 82k there on our final hit, and we hit 183k charge attack, so as you can see, the EM made a big difference. 183k, 146k, and then, okay, 7k because he just got his shield up. Now, we are going to once again charge plunge attack with Bennett because, I mean, he has a lot of HP. Okay, never mind. Our Xiangling should survive here. You know, just making sure we're able to funnel particles from our Bennett to our Xiangling and make sure we have our Shenhe ult up as well. So now, just make sure I don't accidentally take the shield down there. Okay, and we should be able to clear the boss here, I believe. Also, did we just hit 28k on the Bennett? That's pretty fun. Now, okay, on our Risey, 115k, I think that's on a non-enhanced charge attack as well. Oh, okay, wait. I want to hit one more charge attack for damage. Oh, okay, only 87k, we didn't crit. But yeah, as you can tell, Melt Risey is very strong in this current Abyss, especially in the second half against boss enemies. So if you want a good boss killer, I would definitely recommend Melt Risey. But yeah, that being said, let's move on to the character builds. Alright, so when it comes to our character builds, when it comes to Risey, who was supposed to be the focus of today's video, and obviously did very well for himself. Now, I did mention we do have him on the wrong build. I mean, he is on Mars to say, as you would expect him to be, but instead of having him on an EM goblet, we have him on an attack goblet. Although I don't have a single double EM crit goblet on my account, which after a year is insane to me, so Hoyoverse, please fix. But yeah, anyway, when it comes to the stats we have, it's 51 crit, which goes up to 87 crit and 282 crit damage, 127 ER, although we don't use this ult that much. We do have him on an R5 Widsith, finally, since that was R3 before, and then, you know, just the artifacts are kind of what you would expect, just 4-piece Mars to say, with all the basic main stats, other than the fact that we have attack instead of EM. Now, as I mentioned, we do have his C1, so we do get his enhanced charge attack more, and it does a lot more damage, so yeah, that is obviously a very big thing if you want to play a Risey. If you don't have his C1, but you're like, if you really, really want to play a Risey, his C1 is just such a difference maker. And then obviously his triple crown because Risey simp. When it comes to our Shenhe, she's on 2.8k attack with a bit of crit just so that she can proc Vivonius, and 217 ER so that we can get her ult on cooldown. On an R5 Fav, 2-piece attack. with a double attack and ER, and she's C0 with 110 talents. When it comes to our Bennett, he is just on basically 250 ER on Sapwood for the ER and the high base attack, on Noblesse with healing bonus, and then C2, unfortunately not C6, which I would have loved for Arlecchino, but it is what it is. Now, when it comes to our Xiangling, she's on 57 crit, which goes up to 69 crit with the catch, 105 crit damage, and 260 ER, just because I hate funding on Xiangling. R5 catch because I have no life, and built on Emblem with ER, Pyro, and crit. And then and C4, so we do have the extra duration on her Q, which is a big upgrade since the last time I did a Rising Melt video. So I would definitely recommend C4 Xiangling if you can. I mean, I didn't pull any Xianglings for the most part. I got the free Xiangling. I got two. She was my Lantern Rite 2 years in a row, and because I've only been here for 2. I bought her from the store one time, and I've only actually pulled one Xiangling. So if you think you're unlucky, I've only pulled 2 Bennets and 1 Xiangling, because we got free Bennett in 4.0, and then yeah. So also 2 to 11 on my Xiangling talents. Now just quick when it comes to our Neuvillette, on math, 85 crit, 220 crit damage, no ER, but we have him on an R5 prototype Amber, built on Mars to say, as you would expect. C0 with 10, 6, 7 talents. When it comes to our Farina, 64 crit, 183 crit damage, 222 ER. On Favonius, for the sake of funding particles, and then built on Golden Troop HP crit, as you would expect, and C0 and 210 talents. Then our Zhongli is just a shield bot build with 51k HP, 54, 57k in double hydro on Black Tassel and Millilith. And then our Jean is on Sack Sword for the ER with 200 ER and healing bonus on the circlet, and then double attack. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. That's it for today. We will have more 4.5 Spiral Abyss videos coming out, as well as more Honkai Star Rail, Memory of Chaos videos, as well as hopefully a Plane of Fisher event. I know one of the next pulling video we will have is Acheron on Honkai Star Rail in under a week, so be sure to check those videos out and subscribe to keep up to date. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.